Today on the show, we are talking wellness and getting fit for the summer 2019 with Mr. Jared McDonald.
And I am going to talk about how I gained almost 1,800 pounds in one day.
Wow, all this and more coming at you right here, right now on Talk 365 TV. Here we go.
And welcome back to Talk 365 TV. I'm Trip Mitchell. That is, in fact, Holly Love, who has lost 28 pounds.
It is true.
Sylvia, 26.
Yes, my brother, I want to say probably at least 30 at this point, maybe more.
Wow.
I've not had a daily update. People just drop every day. So we're going to be talking with Jared McDonald, who is the Metabolic Reboot expert. If you want to lose weight for the summer, you're going to want to stick around for this show because holy cow, everyone I know and love who wants to get fit and feel the best they've ever felt is on this program. And it's really not that hard. You just can't drink or eat sugar. Yeah, all the things like that.
So I'm going to throw up, I downloaded an app. So Vita and I went to the Caribbean where I gained
Did
a few...
you make weight for the
I
boat
did.
thing? You didn't ruin or capsize or ruin any equipment?
No, she was totally wrong. She was insane on that. We were going out on a motorboat excursion. You had to be 200 pounds or less. I was concerned. It was combined weight and had to be under 400 pounds. And so we were fine.
Okay.
So what happened is I downloaded a weight loss tracker because what I do is I weigh myself first thing in the morning.
Okay.
When I got back from the trip, I was maybe 214, 215. And I added this weight in without putting my glasses on in the morning. So instead of 208.6 pounds, it became 2,080 pounds.
It let you put that in? That's kind of funny.
It let me put it in, and it's horrible.
Did they think that a hippo had downloaded this program or what?
I want to get rid of it so bad and they won't let me. So instead, so the difference between 212 and 205, which I was today, is pretty good, but when you've had 2,080 pounds, it doesn't look like anything, and this is discouraging to me.
These things drive you crazy.
Well, so now I got to get to something else real quick.
Okay.
I have the luckiest hockey jerseys in the world.
The Honey Badgers?
No, well, Honey Badgers went away. Honey Badgers is too good.
Wait, what was the last one?
Angels.
Angels.
So they've reconfigured our whole Angels team, but the jerseys aren't in yet, and they're nice enough to let me play as a sub until I have my knee replaced in a month.
Wait,
I'm having a new knee put in.
Oh, no, wait, you had a shoulder.
Yes, I am bionic.
Sorry, I was just combining my mom and you. Keep going.
Yes,
New knee.
New knee. But anyway, they invited me out, and what happened is they didn't have enough red jerseys, so I brought the red jerseys and a green jersey for a goalie. So we know it's good to go. Green is go.
Green is go.
All my jerseys scored all of our goals last night, played a great game in defense. So this is our crew. That's a couple of my Kilroy's jersey, my favorite team in Vegas, a jersey I got from Switzerland. And then the orange one is for player development camp. And Brian got his first hat trick ever. And I just gave him the jersey. He said he's going to wear it underneath our jersey.
What's a hat trick?
3 goals.
Oh, wow. Seriously.
And Shannon played a great game in goal. She's got the green jersey on. I found out yesterday she's from MIT, which makes her...
smart people.
Holy smoly.
Yeah.
Why is she playing goalie if she's that smart?
Because sometimes you have to have outlet, man. Right? Everyone has their athletic outlet. Well, coming at you next is Trip and I are going to review the events coming down in the spring and the summer. We love to do this. It's one of our favorite times of year. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Snacking has never been this exciting. At Graze.com, we combine wholesome ingredients with the flavors we all love to create over 100 exciting snacks, like these. We'd love to send you a Graze sampler box for free. Just go to Graze.com, enter the code SNACK54, and we'll mail your free box to your home or office. Join thousands of Grazers already in love with our exciting snacks. So come to Graze.com for your first box free.
The Talk 365 Dish of the Day is brought to you by the Rio Grande Cafe. And welcome back to Talk 365 TV. Since you last left us and we went to commercial, Holly's lost another 3 pounds.
At least.
It is amazing. You are
It's
changing.
true. We're like counting down to the segment, which is next.
Let me give a plug out to one of my 9,000 shows that I do. We have a show called You Can Have It All, Just Not at the Same Time.
Yes.
And we had Allie and Nicole, you know really
love
well.
Nicole from the Falcons, another great sports team for women.
She is amazing. And anyway, Allie has got the women's triathlon business owner who does amazing women's triathlons, just wonderful. She was too busy to do it. So Angela Martindale, amazing businesswoman and a trainer, and she's trained Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks.
Oh, nice. The Toms.
But
that's fun.
We were doing a show last week, and I talked about my diet, which I've been taking bananas, strawberries, and oranges for lunch. And she goes,
Bad combo.
too much sugar. So I've learned a lot.
Speaking of staying to the program, we are talking events today. So Trip and I, if you want to go back to our archives on YouTube, you will find us talking about every event in the summer that we've attended, covered, and love. And right now it is time to pull out your calendars. I'm sure you're already planning your camping trips as we are. And Utah is fantastic for city events, and we really know how to throw a party and celebrate our heritage. And there's so many cool things out there, from the Wat Lao Buddhist Temple to the Festival of Colors. And of course, I have to give homage to my hometown, Ephraim, and Manti, obviously, but Scandinavian Days will be happening end of May. Of course, my favorite for food, I'm gonna make sure I'm off the diet by this time, would be Lamb Days in Fountain Green. That's happening mid to end of June. Lots of fun things coming down the pipe. Trip, what have you missed that you want to do this year?
Well, every year, and I'm a simple person.
We love Snowbird.
Snowbird, and then Snowbird. So I worked the other day, and there's still great skiing, and we possibly are going to have skiing up until 4th of July. It really depends, and if we get one or two more snowstorms. But if you get up there anytime in June, and Father's Day, they've got a great buffet. So if you want to do something special for your father, take him up to Snowbird. It'll be 70, 75 degrees in June. Have a great buffet. Take the ride up the tram. You'll still see snow. It really is wonderful. And if you're adventurous, go skiing in the morning and water skiing in the afternoon, or wakeboarding, or
right. It's the best.
Take advantage of it.
From my perspective, it's the best time of year in Utah, and it's one of the best times to also get downtown and try some new food. If you haven't been to the Rio Grande Cafe in downtown Salt Lake City and had their cheese enchilada, I suggest you put that on your calendars. And you know what? Don't just take my word for it. Here's a couple who recommend it themselves too, with our dish of the day. Hey everybody, it's Holly Love, and I am coming at you once again from the Rio Grande Cafe with your dish of the day. And right now I have Dan and Sandy who are going to tell you some of their favorites, because you've been long timers here.
Yeah, we've been coming here since we were dating, so we celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary, so about 31 years that we've been coming here.
Congratulations.
My favorite place.
Yes.
Okay, now Sandy,
come here a lot.
You were telling me that Mr. Dan here, he has one dish and one
Ever.
dish only.
Cheese enchiladas, never
The
ordered
best,
anything.
the best.
Anything.
They are wickedly good.
I would agree, wickedly good.
When he was
You
in
know-
school getting his degree,
Uh-huh.
his master's degree, he used to write his papers, and then we'd come here for a treat.
The reward.
Yeah.
For the
This
reward.
was the
Yes.
reward, yeah. And I'm always tempted to try something else, but if you know what you like and it's the
Yep.
best, why would you change? So,
And when you know it's going to be that way because it's the restaurant that you love, it's
Yeah.
like you know you can expect it, which
Yeah.
is really cool, because coming with new owners, taking
Right.
it over recently, we were
better.
talking
They've done a
about,
good job.
better.
yeah.
Yeah, and the new owners, congratulations. I'm so
Well, and
excited for
the
them.
Rio Grande
love
is an
it.
icon to Salt Lake. You know, I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
it's the atmosphere, it's the ambiance, it's the waiters, it's the bartenders, it's the
We
people. It
remember our
makes it great.
parents coming here, putting them
Yeah.
on trains or whatever it was.
My dad
Really?
came
Yeah.
here years ago when I was just a
Yeah,
little
mine
boy.
too.
Yeah.
Nice. So that would be like your earliest memory
Yeah,
when you're
when I
kids
was
with
a
your
kid,
parents.
With
Yeah.
our parents.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And now our kids are grown, so we come here with our kids and our grandkids. So it's awesome.
It really is an institution for the town,
Well,
wouldn't you say?
Oh,
is.
most definitely. If
Yeah.
it went away, we'd be so
It would be so sad.
Oh,
I know.
cry.
We
Grown
live
men
in Park
cry.
City.
Yeah.
We come down here from Park City.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's so,
So-
awesome. Well, keep coming. I love it. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for
much.
sharing your
It was
favorite
nice
dish
to
of the
meet
day.
you.
Nice to meet you. So officially, Sandy and Dan's dish of the day right here. And then you should
Cheese
come on down.
enchilada.
Cheese enchilada. Come on down, have the cheese enchilada,
Come on
and
down.
think of
It's the best
Dan.
in the West.
There you have it.
This is important news for members of the military who served anytime from 2002 and after and now have hearing loss or suffer from ringing in their ears, also known as tinnitus. Your hearing problems could be linked to defective earplugs sold to the military by a defense contractor who knew the earplugs were defective when they sold them. Now, thousands of active duty military and veterans have hearing loss or tinnitus. If you or a loved one were issued these dual-ended combat earplugs and now have hearing loss or ringing in the ears, you may be eligible for a cash award and medical expenses from the earplug manufacturer. If you or a loved one were issued the dual-ended combat earplugs while serving in the military anytime from 2002 and after, and now have hearing loss or ringing in the ears, call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now to see if you're eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Our first consultation is free and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call Davis & Crump right now. Operators are standing by.
Brain Rehab Clinic is proud to announce that they're the first clinic in Utah to have on site the gyrostem.
Welcome back, everybody. Okay, we've been teasing it from the beginning of this show. We are going to be talking with Mr. Jared McDonald, who is our weight loss expert. He owns Metabolic Reboot Program, an incredible weight loss program that has people losing up to 45 pounds in 6 weeks without shakes or pills, or it's all natural food. It's incredible. So I've lost close to 30 pounds since the beginning of the year. I actually had a doctor visit just this week, and my doctor was like, whoa, you're down about 28 pounds since January, which is a really good feeling. I have about 20 more to go. I'm super excited for that. Miss Sylvia has lost over 25 pounds. She's at the 26 mark, which is probably changing right now as we speak. My brother has lost close to 30 pounds, if not more. My brother-in-law lost 30 pounds. My sister has lost at least 15 to 20 pounds. I mean, this program just works every time because of the way it addresses cortisol and stress and just the way your body and your brain works, which here at Talk 365 TV, we are all about the brain and mental health and bettering your life. And this just fell right into place with us. And then we got to benefit the rewards. So are you ready to learn from Jared?
I am. Let's do it.
Coming at you right now is our Talking Wellness with our wellness team expert, Jared McDonald.
Talk 365 TV's Talking Wellness segment is brought to you by weight loss expert Jared McDonald.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Talking Wellness. Today I have in studio our new wellness team member and weight loss expert, Jared McDonald, who is here to tell you about his exciting new program called Metabolic Reboot that has his clients losing anywhere from 20 to 45 pounds in 6 weeks without counting calories or exercising. Jared, thank you so much for coming and welcome to the show.
Thank you, I'm glad to be here.
I feel a little bit like I'm hosting an infomercial from the 80s when I dropped those kind of claims like no exercise and no calorie counting, it's the easiest thing. But seriously, you are bringing it with this program, and the reason that you're here and I asked you to be part of the wellness team is because of your background in functional neurology and working with the brain and working with underlying issues that cause people to not lose weight. And your program is all about that. So let's dive in and talk about what the program is and why it's so special.
Okay, awesome. So it's a 6-week program, and the thing about it that we do is we address the why. We address the root cause of why people either gained weight in the first place, can't lose it, or lost it and gained it back. It all really kind of is wrapped up together, and it has to do a lot with your brain and the signals that your brain is sending based on stress specifically. Most people's approach to weight loss is like calories in, calories out. We got to go to the gym and points and shakes and powders and pills and macros and you name it, right? And they just can't seem to actually lose the weight and then keep it off. But it's really more complex than that. Again, it comes back down to the stress. Imagine a tiger jumps out at you and your brain goes, okay, Holly, we got to do something about this. There's 2 ways your brain responds. One is with fight or flight, which is your nervous system, and one is your endocrine system, which is your hormones. And so your hormones kick in, and specifically one called cortisol. Cortisol's job is to take energy from your cells and says, stop burning energy, and sends it all to the brain. So the brain can figure out, how are we going to get around this tiger? How do we get away? And that's bad, obviously, because high blood sugar is really bad for us, right? And then cortisol also causes inflammation. And so then what has to happen is insulin kicks in. So insulin's job is to bring the blood sugar down. And when it does that, we have all this excess sugar that our body can't store sugar. And so it has to convert it and eventually converts it into abnormal fat. And where it stores this fat is right in your midsection.
Wow.
Belly, butt, thighs, and then your arms and neck and your back and all those other places. And so your body has this constant roller coaster of hormones and stress and cortisol, and you're just constantly putting on more and more weight.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, the next part of this that also comes into play is your metabolism. So adrenals control your hormones. Your thyroid controls your metabolism, but this part of the brain that controls your hormones is the same part that controls your thyroid. So the hypothalamus is what it's called.
Okay.
Sends signals down the line. The whole thing is called the HPA or HPT axis. Well, for simplicity's sake, we'll call it the HPAT axis. And this axis is all about sending the signal down the line to the hormones, to your metabolism. And again, the whole idea is to keep you alive. So if you're running from a tiger, you need to keep running as long as it takes to get away.
Yeah.
Your brain doesn't know how long it's going to take. So it says slow the metabolism down, keep producing hormones until we get away. And it will put lockdown on the stored energy until you're gone. So no matter what you do, you'll never lose the fat. So you can literally stop eating theoretically for weeks and you'll burn muscle rather than abnormal fat.
So if you've been watching the show at all, I have gained a lot of weight over the course of 2 years because of a concussion. And because of where the injury was in my brain, I was back here in a tactile response, which means I was always in a fight or flight. And my family and my work associates and everyone around me saw my weight would fluctuate like week to week. So I was dieting. I did keto, I did intermittent fasting, I've always worked out, I've been an athlete, and basically I know for a fact what you're saying, calories in, calories out. 2 + 2 doesn't always equal 4 when it comes to weight loss. It wasn't until I started healing my brain that some of these things that I was implementing worked, and having to learn the hard way how much your brain is in control of your system and your metabolic system in a way that no diet, no amount of exercise will change.
Yeah, so the problem is that we don't have tigers chasing us.
Yeah.
Stress comes from physical stress, right? If you have an injury, like a head injury or a car accident. Some people, stress comes from chemical stress, so toxins and food and soaps and cleaners and stuff can cause stress in our body. And then emotional stress, right? We got friends and family and kids, and we drive down the freeway, and all these things perpetuate, this chronic stress in our life. And if we're in a famine mode, then our brain can use up the energy. But because we're always in feast mode, we're just constantly storing energy, constantly feeling stress, and then we wonder why we go to the gym and never can lose weight, or why we diet and we might lose some and it comes back. And it's just all this stress response causes what's called a set point in your body. Essentially, it's where your body feels comfortable maintaining weight based on all the signals that are coming in. That's why I say there's a difference between losing and releasing. If you try to lose and force your body to lose weight, you'll always find it.
Yeah.
But if you let your brain feel comfortable, like, hey, the tiger's gone, I can go from fat storing to fat burning, and so you can release all the weight and not have to gain it all back. The question is can we get the brain to talk differently?
Yes.
Right? If we can do that, we can really see some amazing change.
So if you're trying something for a long time and it's not working, there's probably an underlying issue that's going on. It's not your fault. And where I see your program so amazing, you've got some support that is very special that I'm super excited about. Let's talk about what they get when they sign up.
Our kind of proven system allows people to lose the weight and reset the metabolism. But we start with an eating program that's going to nourish your body. So you're going to have all the nutrients your body needs to feel good and energized. We start with anti-inflammatory foods and low glycemic foods to not spike the blood sugar. So we're getting all the bad inflammation out and nourishing the body all at the same time. So that's where we start. We use a supplement, and the supplement's really key. It's not even a weight loss supplement.
Yeah.
All it is nutrients, or what we call precursors. Vitamins, minerals, and amino acids, everything you get from food, just formulated in a way that we found that says, I'm in a good place now. I'm not starving or anything, and I can start sending the right signal. So really going from fat storing to fat burning. And so the combination of the supplement and the eating program we have really can give your brain all the tools that it needs to send the right signal so that you can actually lose 20 to 45 pounds in 6 weeks is what we typically see. That's kind of the average.
But
really
amino acids for the brain are huge. And when you know anything about how much the brain affects everything, you tell me that you're hitting a diet from the standpoint of addressing your brain, and I'm in.
It's really a powerful process that we're walking people through step by step. So they get coaching calls with me, throughout the entire 6 weeks. We also have the 3 to 5 week maintenance period at the end. So it's actually about 11 weeks total that we're coaching people through that. But we also teach people. We have tons of education trackers that we use that I can have access to every day so we can make adjustments. A support group that we use as well, where everybody's sharing their ideas and recipes and things.
Yeah.
But also how to break through their own beliefs, their own mindset. That's a huge component. In fact, people say it's their favorite component of the program is to break through all these things that kind of hold us back. A lot of people feel like they're just not committed, or maybe they're doomed to be overweight. Well, we want to help people create a vision for their life, not just with their health and weight, but truly what they want to become and become that person. And we have people that are teenagers up to 70s and 80s losing 30, 40 pounds in just 6 weeks. So it's really for anybody who just wants to lose the weight and keep it off permanently. That's really the key.
I also want to ask you about exercise, because I think with your program, it's that 6 weeks that you just ask your people not to exercise. To me, I think weight loss, in my head, I have this ballet background and it's like, I gotta go sweat. I gotta go hurt. I'm not pushing enough. That's what the problem is. And you're telling me, nope, that's not the problem.
Yeah, and in fact, you're probably causing more of the problem. So remember, stress, your brain doesn't understand the difference between running from the tiger and running on a treadmill. I've done a lot of endurance. I've done triathlons. I used to run like 6 to 10 miles a day in college. Played sports, so I was the same. I gotta go to the gym and I'm doing cardio supersets in between lifts and never could understand why I wasn't trimming down. I was just getting bigger. And it really comes down because it's all just stress. So how does it deal with it? Cortisol, insulin, slows the metabolism down. It just says, I gotta protect you. How do I protect you? Give you more calories to burn longer. Where does it store those calories? Right in your midsection. Exercise can be so counterintuitive to losing fat, burning fat. But for health, you have to exercise. You have to exercise to be healthy, but you can't exercise to lose weight necessarily. It's a different process of building muscle, losing weight, all that stuff. It's really about getting healthy first.
Oh, that's so interesting. But now that makes sense because you're just rebooting your metabolism, like you're saying, the name of the program, Metabolism Reboot, because it takes your body recognizing you're not running from the tiger, and so you literally have to stop running.
Yep. Exactly. You have to stop running.
Okay, I get it.
Because remember, stress causes fight or flight. So what we want to do is rest and digest.
So I have to tell everybody, we worked together when I was doing production with Brain Balance Centers. And then you worked with my sister and Dr. Hatch with Brain Rehab. And so your background, and as I knew you, was a nutrition expert that would work with kids and adults alike that were struggling with all kinds of brain issues. Tell me about how you came into this whole thing. I'll let you explain it.
Yeah, so for me, it starts as a kid. I'm type 1 diabetic, and so I've always been health conscious, always an athlete. I thought I was just bigger boned, or whatever. Found in college, I was just 50 pounds overweight.
Aww.
So it started with my own story of changing how my wife and I ate. And we saw just amazing progress. Kept the weight off for the last 5 years. And obviously my background's in behavioral, psychology. So it's about why we do what we do and motivating people. And then through the years of coaching people on taking control of their health and their life through nutrition, this last year I decided I'm gonna go full-time because we see such amazing progress and found just a way to help people see such fast results in a permanent way. So that's kind of how it happened.
Well, and obviously helping people is where your passion lies.
Yeah.
And you've got this background in psychology, and having access to you at the end of the day is what makes this so special. And so he is someone who has only been exclusively available through clinics in the past to get this great knowledge that he's gleaned from his whole life. And now it is available to you. So let's talk about, when is the best time to start?
I always say the best time to start is now. Whatever time of year that is. If it's the new year, obviously that's when everybody starts. But if summer's coming up, you want to lose weight for the summer. If school's happening, there's no holidays right after school starts. You got a break there until Halloween, right? And then if the holidays is coming, it's a great time to start. A lot of people like to have a plan so they don't gain a ton of weight through the holidays.
Yeah.
But the first 2 days of our program, we call them loading days. So what we're doing is we're actually utilizing principles of how our body works. So there's a principle called thermogenesis. It's basically your body's way of speeding up or slowing down your metabolism based on how much you're eating. So if you start eating less, it slows down to help you survive. And if you start eating more, it speeds up the metabolism to burn more calories. And so birthday, a holiday, people on Thanksgiving, and they love it because they're like, I get to start my weight loss program on Thanksgiving or Christmas Eve or whatever day it is for people.
Yep.
A weekend, right? You get to go out and just enjoy whatever food you want, eat a ton of it, and then that's the first day of really creating the new life that you want. So I always tell people, have fun with it, any day is a perfect day to get started.
I love it. Well, we are starting today, and be sure and watch our Facebook page because I've pulled together some close friends and family that are going to join me in this wellness journey to make this year the best year, healthier than we've ever been before. So if this sounds like fun and you want to join us, how do they get a hold of you directly?
Yeah, so the best way, honestly, is just probably go to my website. It's just rebootmymetabolism.com. You can go to /schedule, and you can actually just schedule an appointment with me. I always like to chat with people before they get started because I want to make sure that, one, I can actually help them, but I also want to make sure that they're a good fit for our program. So I schedule kind of a free health discovery call. So you can schedule it right there. There's a little form I have you fill out. That's usually the best way to get in contact. And then you can pick a time that works for you, obviously, to schedule with me.
That's awesome. If they mention Talk 365 TV, what happens, Jared?
We've agreed to give them a $200 discount. We're happy to do it.
Which I really appreciate because that's not something he normally does. This is exclusive to Talk 365 TV and our viewers. So just mention to him that you saw us today and you will get that discount and be able to be on your way to a better you. We are so excited. Thanks for coming, and I look forward to seeing you again, Jared.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right here on Talk 365 TV right after this.
Snacking has never been this exciting. At Graze.com, we combine wholesome ingredients with the flavors we all love to create over 100 exciting snacks. Like these. We'd love to send you a Graze sampler box for free. Just go to Graze.com, enter the code SNACK54, and we'll mail your free box to your home or office. Join thousands of Grazers already in love with our exciting snacks. So come to Graze.com for your first box free.
Brain Rehab Clinic is proud to announce that they're the first clinic in Utah to have on-site the gyrostem. And welcome back. We are all skinny and ready to go.
Right?
Sugar consumption is the one thing that is...
Is that your hard thing?
No, well, you know what's funny is I still do sugar, but in different... I don't ever do cake. I haven't bought a cake in forever. And
Cake is your crack.
that is crack. So I do small cookies from Big Lots. They have shortbread cookies
Does
that
PETA
are...
let you shop at Big Lots?
No, of course not. So they...
Do you do this on your own time? Do you sneak in there in the middle of the night?
Yeah, on the way to hockey, there's one on 53rd or there's one on 9th East. But they have 10 shortbread cookies and 120 calories.
Is that good?
Yes.
For cookies? My thing is you just can't have the sugar or the carbs or the grains or the toxins or...
What do you eat?
Any of that. Vegetables, fruits, and lean proteins on the losing phases. And then your good fats get to be brought in during maintenance. And it's intermittent fasting. It's what, I mean, you heard about it.
You've got a plug that you want to give.
I've got one quick shout out to my girl, Mariah Ray, who came in to the salon yesterday on her day off to hook a sister up who has been so busy, and I got my hair did. That girl is a color genius. She is located in historic Ogden on 25th Street in a salon that is like heading to Steel Magnolias. It is my favorite place to go. I absolutely love all of the ladies there. Kelly is the owner. It has been there. I don't have an exact amount of years, but it's a staple for Ogden. It is called Image Maker, and if you want great hair, I highly recommend you give them a call. And thank you, Mariah Ray. You're incredible. I love your face. So that was my shout out.
Okay, well, that'll do it. We've learned how to lose weight.
How to get your hair did.
We've learned some cool things to do.
Apps not to download just because they will bug you.
It is kind of fun, though, every day putting my weight in. I gots to admit. So anyway, great time of year. Go out there and have a wonderful day. For Holly Love, I'm Trip Mitchell saying thanks for watching, and we're going to see you next time.